rounding out this day 3 here. Still entering second half. Here we got Damwon Kia versus Cloud9. Now let's jump on into the bands real quick here because this has been fun. And we're back. Irelia Nami banned out on the side of Damwon Kia, which Irelia has been like 100% banned unless you were crazy enough to give it over to Ale over in the play-in stage. Sauce could be banned out as well on the side of C9. They banned out the Kitty Cat and Yumi as well as LeBlanc. So removing some of those playmaking and pocketing options. Talon still, I believe, holding strong as a jungle pick and a character you could really just attach Yumi to and then just get a lot done on the map. And Canyon, I don't believe, would be too shy to run that route, and it would probably keep Beryl out of trouble. No, Sven and Lucian have been strong this tournament. Sven and Vulcan have been strong this tournament after that initial sort of falter back at play-ins against, I believe it was Detonation Focus Me. Rise still open, so Rise still able to be captured up here to counteract the TF for Showmaker. And alrighty, so Sven Vulcan going to be able to grab the powerhouse bot lane for this tournament here. Misfortune and Leona, the two kind of top tier bot laners for this tournament. Misfortune with her ultimate just able to keep better pace with the state of the game. Does not need to scale up into 30-minute 3-item situations like Aphelios does. So much more able, and Leona, the better engaged tank support in this meta, and kind of like the number. She's just the #1 support. There's nothing that really beats her unless you have just the Lucian Nami combo, which is kind of the only other bot lane that can really fight and contend with this. Canyon got to pick up Graves on the other side. This can be Khan top side. He has shown good promise on this and good performances on this so far in the group stage. And Ghost's going to get the Jhin. So a little more setup, some good damage, but a lot of utility coming for Ghost. And it looks like Perks, yep, going to lock in the Rise. So going to be able to actually keep up with the rotations of Showmaker and get some global pressure with his Realm Warp. Alright. Yeah, we were expecting that. Yeah, he reserves the option to actually play a tank. He can actually reserve the option to play Malphite quite easily. Like it was just pointed out by Azael there. But you neutralize Canyon and Ghost, or the Graves and the Jin's damage. The TF's not going to get a lot of damage onto you. He's going to want to focus on another squishy. So C9 really reserves an opportunity here to take Malphite, the kind of AP blow up the AD carry tank thing. We saw that from Fudge in the play-ins. Brings out the Malphite, builds at AP with like a little bit of tankiness later on, and he just goes down to like 1% health, but he puts out so much damage and is so hard to kill because of just the innate tankiness of that champion. So I'd love to see that. Trundle banned out, good pick there, would actually probably be a good counter against Leona and her incredible tankiness. Jarvan gonna be banned out on the other side by DK, which would probably be the solo lane Jarvan, taking that away from Fudge. I don't think Blabber would even be too shy to take it, but in the jungle, the pacing of Jarvan is a little less than ideal for this meta. Nautilus going to be taken out, which we haven't seen a lot of. We know Beryl actually like really favors it, so C9 might actually be saving Beryl from inting away this game for Damwon Kia. Olaf banned out, a good power pick here against Blabber, no surprise there. And now we need to see like what's going to be the roundup for the top side of the map. Jungler and top laner missing out on the side of C9. We want to have the tank out of Fudge here. That would not be a bad idea right now. There's plenty of damage coming in from Sven and Perks at this time. And the Kiana, showing the Kiana locked in. So we are going to see the Wombo combo possibility here of a Kiana Supreme Display of Talent into the bullet time on the Misfortune. This is going to be pretty slick, but this also kind of puts a very interesting dynamic into how the jungle matchup is going to play out. Does Canyon with the Xin Zhao that's just been locked in, does he want to go in and attack Blabber on this Kiana? Because early on, I don't believe it goes in Kiana's favor, and Kiana is best in the jungle just because it allows her to avoid laning phase where she is not too favored. So leaving this out, so leaving a lot of draft resources going here to Fudge. I like this. I like this. And Barrel gonna get the Rel. Yes, I love this. Rel is the other actually engaged support that we've not seen a lot of, and I think is actually very underrated right now in this meta. And I'd love to see more of it. It's only been picked like 7% of the time, which is probably like 2 picks or something like that inside of this entire, like, what's 7% of like 60 games? Like, it's just not been enough. It's just not been enough. Yeah, it's like 1.3 or something like that, I bet. So seeing this Rel coming in here, even though it's on Barrel, is very exciting. And the Jax for Fudge here. So Fudge throwing down the gauntlet here. He's ready to take his licks early, I bet, but really go in and actually be a split carry bruiser. So split push options now very available. There's a 1-3-1 comp here for kind of both, but it ends up falling as if this game goes later, the lane advantage, the 1-3-1 advantage, if they go even, is going to be in C9's favor. So DK, it feels like DK is going to be one that needs to actually get the priority going. They need to get this one moving because, like, Jax gets later in the game, he's just going to be able to ignore Graves and just wail on these turrets and just take them out. It's going to get pretty dicey if DK are not up on their pacing for this one, which they can show. They have shown, the Korean teams have shown a lot more adaptation than we were expecting coming into this tournament, able to keep pace with the LPL, who normally has a ridiculous pace while still actually maintaining a high level of fluency and crispness in their play. None of the madness of years gone by. But this is we're hanging out on C9's last stand here. They have yet to get their first win in groups. Damwon Kia very comfortable out in front at a 2-0 start to their group stage here. But this is where Cloud9, they need to start turning this around. They need to start figuring out and getting the wins on the board if they want to make it out of the group stage here. And it starts with this comp, and it looks like, with Blabber and Fudge, and frankly Perks getting a lot of action going. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Vulcan getting out of the lane by level 3. Yeah, Fudge early on Prio should not have any. Sort of Blabber starting topside is not the most depressing thing for the C9 plan. It'll basically be on Fudge to bleed the least amount as possible with the range advantage in the favor of Khan on the Graves, but he knows that. So this should be standard practice, no surprises. Blabber in a cheeky position. I don't think they'll be able to do much with that. Khan's kind of taken over this topside jungle. He's going to leave out. Probably have a ward over there. We'll see that once the observer. Nope, no ward, just roaming through. And Khan started E. Alrighty, so no wards placed out by C9 on their side. 2 wards put out. Actually, Canyon started with the scanner. So ready to actually just delete that ward. Blabber is going to get caught out here. Oh, he's going to get caught. Why is he going? Oh boy, he's just running away. So he's going to die out. That's first blood over to Khan. Top lane's going to have a rough time here, and the top side of this jungle is going to get taken. This is going to be a little rough here, bud. Yeah, it's going to be very against. It's going to actually. This kind of tanks topside for the first like 5 minutes of the game. So Canyon's going to be able to get his red buff. He's going to probably come over and take the chickens too. So now Blabber needs to figure out a routing that's going to help him try to play catch up with this. But no one's allowed to really push in on the solo lanes. Yep. They're going to know if Blabber tries to play invade. They're going to know. Oh, and good trade out here. Ooh, Barrel getting chunked down pretty low here at 150 health here. And that is a very good trade there by C9's bot lane, putting the pressure in on Damwon Kia. So it's not 400 gold, but control is a good thing here. And we've actually seen quite regularly the Misfortune brawling out a lot better than most would expect. Well, yeah, that's going to be the only way that basically C9 can get back into this. Blabber has hit level 3. There's been trading out in the mid lane. Not too much mana left on Perks here, trying to get it out here, but they're going to spot him. Yep, there's the ward. So Blabber with the scanner, able to at least collect that, get rid of some of this vision. But they're going to know he's going to be invading. And Canyon's probably going to end up with... He does not have a level lead yet. The red buff is up and available, but there's the pathing. And he sees it getting attacked. So No movements coming in here. I think Blabber's going to try to play cheeky here and maybe steal this. No, he's going to leave it. So he's going to prioritize the Scuttle Crab here. He's going to be able to get the stun or just the smite to remove the shielding. So now comes the crab contention. He's going to back. It should mean that Canyon gets the top side crab. Very cheeky for this. This guy deny like half this wave here for Fudge. Nope, he's gonna come back. And this is 1, 2. Alrighty. Oh, and this is gonna be the go in here right now. And oh, and the lockdown here. And Sven's actually gonna go down here, but Ghost, he's burning. And the kill's gonna go over here. But that kill went on to Ghost, and the counter kill from C9 went on to Vulcan. That is not the best favoring there for C9, but that is not surprising. This is kind of what we want to see, is some fight happening, and this was an engage from C9. They need to try to get some advantages here, and now Blabber sees that he actually lost that chicken. Yeah, top and jungle is going to get smacked down here pretty badly. Vulcan's sticking around just to gather XP. Are they able to catch Barrel here? Oh, they want to. He's right there. He's within Q range here. This should actually be a pretty easy follow-up here. Oh, Barrel not really thinking about it. They're not going to do it. Yeah, Ghost has arrived here. Blabber is available. This wave is pushing in C9's favor. Oh, they're going to be able to go in here, and there comes the teleport here. The blast down, stunned up on Ghost here, and now he's going to be able to get to go through. Assist given over to Perks. He was the one teleporting in, and there's some proactivity for C9 here. So keeping the scores even. I like what we're seeing here. Showmaker going to make his rotation stop side here. He is only level 5, so he's going to have to hoof it, but Fudge backing off. He's 25 CS down, but he knows giving away a kill could put this into an even worse situation. Perks arrives back in mid lane. It's going to call Showmaker back to mid. And that's one turret plate gathered by Khan, and quite a bit of CS still getting lost here for Fudge. Oh, this is so rough here for Fudge. He's doing the best he can. He hasn't really screwed up much of this. The first blood kill over to Khan has really just given him so much agency. Sven, 3 people top here. 3 people bot side here. You need to start to run here. Oh, here comes Showmaker. Level 6 gold card is going to come through, and he's going to get locked up here. There's not much I think Vulcan can really do here. Sven flashes out. He's going to be burning here. The auto attack's going to come through, but I think he's going to make it out here. The pots getting their work done, and the biscuits in boot. So Sven actually wasting a lot of DK's time here. Now Khan's going to come out stunned up here. Blabber is in play here. He's got the second proc off here, but Khan, not much else to be done here, and there's not much else to lock down. Oh, they're gonna make the jump over, but the blast cone. So ward hop over. Can't get the lockdown. The blast cone saving Khan's life, but not nearly as many resources spent by C9 on that top side play here. Oh, perfectly calculated there by Ghost. But that was a fantastic counterplay there from C9 here. Sven staying alive there after so many resources being expended by Damwon Kia really actually kind of provides a little bit more momentum in C9's favor here. They have more edges to fight back with and to gain. Perk stepping a little too far forward here. Gold card is going to come out here. Canyon's arrived here. Wind becomes lightning, and he's going to actually have to try to run away here. The phase rush doing so much work. No need to burn a flash there, but he's going to have to back off from this. Tempo, basically, opportunity provided. This is going to actually give over Herald because Canyon and Showmaker are heading in that direction. They're going to need to find something else to do here. 8:15, first Drake not contended yet, so pacing not highly desired, at least not a high pace in this game occurring. I still think they should be calling this, and Blabber should have just been hoofing it for a bot side like tower dive or something. Level 6 isn't even like it being on Ghost wouldn't do anything. Barrel might be able to actually stuff it, but I really wish they would have hoofed it for a bot side play there, since like Showmaker and Canyon and Khan were locked topside. They could have had an easy 3v2. Alright. Turret plate acquired there for Sven. Blabber coming into the jungle here, playing contest. He's going to be able to steal the big chicken. Steal a few little ones. He wants to go in. Oh, Supreme display of talent is going to come through here. Canyon is going to be able to get locked up here. The Crescent Guard has come through. He's going to have to get in melee range here. Blabber is going to die here, but he's going to take a little bit longer than expected. Vulcan now fighting with Beryl. Beryl needs to find his way out of this as well here. Not going to get locked up fast enough. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade here of junglers. C9 may be able to even come out on top of this, guys. Steal the red buff. So taking back what was taken earlier in this game and for a higher value set than level 1. So good plays here from Cloud9. Happy to see them just overcommit, like get something done. Need to make something happen here. But yeah, that's a little disappointing altogether that like Blabber is so far behind compared to Khan because of the CS and the first blood advantage, and maybe he's gotten like 2, maybe he's about to get 3 probably turret plates on this, but there's still the timing for it. Like Fudge is not locked out of this game. He has not been ruined out of this game. He gets that 40 CS back because they like Damonkia group up for like a fight or for a Drake, and they get wasted on it, or it gets stolen or contended, right? Like Fudge still has a way back into this. So like he's not doom and gloom. He's definitely out of it for like the next say 10 minutes, I would say. So right around 20 minutes, I think he'd be able to actually, I would almost bet when he has his mythic and a half, he may be able to even actually, if he can get on top of Khan, he can win that duel. That would be my contention for this. So Fudge is out of this game right now, 30 CS down. Good reason. Oh, Perks getting treated here. Getting traded on. Herald's going to come down here. Going to try to clear out this wave. They want to defend this turret. They're not going to be able to get it taken down entirely. Vulcan looking for a contest. So, early Herald grabs that, and here comes a little bit more of that damage here. Now, Fudge actually, he's got 3 minions here. Can he actually... Oh, this might actually get dangerous here. Turret's going to get some aggro onto Khan because he's trading on. Alrighty, so this is actually really smart play there, but we're going to have to move for that. So Blabber's getting collapsed on here. Showmaker is teleported on in here. Supreme Display of Talent is going to come out here. It's only going to send up Canyon, but that's still going to... Blabber's still going to go down here, so the invade's going to come through here. Bullet Time's going to come out here. It's going to bring Ghost really low, but it's just not going to be enough to really kill him. So that's a 0-for-1 trade here. Blabber overextending, still trying to make that play there by the chickens, but Damonkia far more ready for him with far more information available. Solarfra is going to miss Canyon. Vulcan trying to find a counterplay, but not really too much else there. And yeah, Barrel's still there in the jungle, ready for nonsense. And now here comes the move option here. Khan coming down here. Perk's kind of all alone here. Blabber. All right, so preemptive flash from Perks saves his life. Good stuff. Yeah, it's still not too far out here. It's only a 3k gold lead in the favor of Damonkia, and I still stand by that the scale advantage is in the side of C9. Rise in a mid to late game fight will put out way more damage than Showmaker, and he has the same sort of lockdown potential as Showmaker with if he can get his EW off. So it's still in DK to try to keep extending this gold lead and to keep making things happen. But C9's Wombo combo will be viable for the rest of the game here. There's no major tanks on the side of Damonkia. Khan's as close as it gets with Barrel. Like that's it. Everyone else will up and die here. The Crescent Guard needs to be like put out almost preemptively in the fight by Canyon if he wants to survive that combo. Perks about to get caught. Nope, he's gonna be able to walk himself out here. Khan invading on the jungle, gonna be able to put down a control ward there on the red buff, but Blabber has already claimed it, so not too worried about that. Going to ignore that vision. Might be able to find a play here. Khan's going to, all right, he's gonna path safely. Use Blast Cone, be able to catch on over here. And now Fudge going in a little aggressively here. Vulcan's here as well. Here trying to get rid of this turret aggro. They have to go in a little bit early here. The timing's actually going to mess up here. And now here comes the kill off. And the turret aggro has been juggled perfectly. The kill goes over to, I think it went over to Vulcan, sadly. No kills on, yeah. So I think that kill went over to Vulcan or Perks. Yeah, Perks has a kill. But here we go. Now we're actually getting some momentum pushback here. Now we're going to allow for Fudge to get some breathing room. They are going to trade out turrets. It might be a 2-for-1 trade here because bot lane's surprisingly gotten a little bit more done on the side of DK than C9. Yeah, 2 towers for 1 is not the best trade here for C9. The kill's great too, but it's just not enough. And Khan will have a hard time freezing this just by the nature of his champion. But he does reserve the option to do his best to like stay super melee close. Yeah, but Damwon and Kia have to actually put themselves in that position. Like, they have to make the mistake in terms of just how they set up and play the game on a much more broader basis, on a much more meta basis in terms of how they make their movements around the map, just map movements. So if they maintain this spread strategy of just Showmaker, you know, Khan, like they're all just playing on different sides of the map and there's no 5v5 fight, which would favor C9 much more so, then they reserve the ability to actually keep control of this game, keep ahead. But it really does comes down to if they make one mistake there and C9 forces them to group and to fight on a major objective like a Baron or like a Drake, then it's not gonna be in their favor. So DK need to keep the pace up here. Need to start getting some second tier turrets soon so they can start contending for real pressure on the map like inhibs. Now, currently, just doing a quick level check. No one's really under leveled too much. Maybe like there's a slight advantage for Khan top side, maybe like a half level over Fudge. The CS difference has been expanding. It's gotten worse, so that is definitely not good. And he got like near first turret gold as well. So Khan is definitely way ahead of Fudge at this time. But here comes the engage here. The E's going to connect on too. Now here comes the bullet time. It's not going to be able to actually get the damage on, but Canyon is going to get a huge heal, but he's still going to go down here. Kill going over to Rise here. Fudge chasing on to Ghost. He's going to be able to get the stun up, and here comes the Realm War, but Ghost is going to go down here. I don't care about the 1v1 against the Graves here, but Fudge will take out the AD carry here. You cannot test the man. Flash and teleport used in that. Khan's going to be able to shove this wave in to the tier 2, but that is 2 kills in the favor of C9, and now they actually get to make some movements around the map and get control of this. Perk's going to shove in the top side wave. Fudge going to collect this mid wave, and that's what we need to see here. And there's not much else for DK to really do right now. Dragon's Light up for 1:30. It's luckily a Cloud Drake for second. Yeah, here's the play setup. It's a 3v3 here, but Canyon just gets found out here by this ward. The bullet time comes through. It's not going to really get a lot of damage up, but they're still going to lock it. The teleport from Fudge here, this is fantastic here. Set up probably a little while ago, just outside of that control ward range, so Ghost doesn't know that he's not safe from the teleport play. And getting that kill onto Fudge is getting some gold in this man's pocket is what we need. He's 1-0-1 right now. He's a full item behind Khan at this point. But that 1v1 is not what we really care about for Fudge if he gets the fight that he wants. If he gets the fight that he wants in a skirmish or in a full team fight, he wants to be getting on top of Showmaker, he wants to be getting on top of Ghost and really blowing them up. Fighting Khan is not the fight that he cares about right now. The 1v1 is not in his favor. He's an entire item down, and we're gonna have to wait a long time for this. 10 minutes has passed. 2 minutes from now, unless we get some major throws. So little SOL, and Khan has played a magnificent topside here, which is not surprising. He's surprised everyone in this tournament as being more than a Scion 1 trick. Now we're having another play out here. Khan might have to get caught out here. Fudge and Perks showing. All five topside here looking for a play. They're going to give up the Cloud Drake on this. And Perks Perks and the rest of C9 over-indexing on a single play for just a kill. And they're giving over a second Drake here to DK. Still trying to chase out Khan. Still zoning him out of this. So I really feel like they're giving up a lot of resources. Perks going to back to head for bot side wave to catch the wave that Showmaker's turning in or pushing in. Big facts. Best facts. That's going to be a tier 2 brought down here. Cold Card's going to connect onto Perks here. He's actually just gotten to the range here. The Rapid Fire Cannon has come out. He goes golden here. Now for the re-engage possibility. What's there? Solar Flare is going to come out. Perks is flashed away. He's going to survive. The Gold Card's going to connect. They're having to put out so many bodies. Fudge trying to prevent Khan from getting involved here. No, they gave some like unimportant ultimates, but they own that. And the gold cards from Showmaker are actually just not being respected here. I don't think C9 were aware that the rapid fire cannon has been completed, and that invites the Everfrost combo for Showmaker to just gold card Everfrost, and now you're stunned up for about 5 years. Like North Americans will remember the 0 to 100 Jizuke play during playoffs, where gold card into Everfrost into like a second gold card after like you don't get a lot of time to fight it. Mm-hmm. Well, Mojito was like the only good assassin jungler that we saw, and maybe like one other LPL jungler actually looked really good on the assassin junglers. It's just not been as successful. Diana's gone. Talon is like the best of the assassin junglers, really, because of his mobility and just high damage. What is... Okay, that was weird. I feel like that's a visual bug. But it's just not coming out here, and Blabber not able to get a lot done with this Kiana. And we're about to have a problem here. Showmaker's going to poke out, get the stun card onto Vulcan. They'll be able to clear out the... Oh, and they're going to jump onto Canyon, but this is going to be an alternate. The Crescent Guard coming through here. Now it's actually going to be a big fight here. 4v3. Bullet Time's going to come out here. It's going to push Showmaker away here, but that's going to allow for the isolation onto Khan here. The Shield Build's going to come out to keep him alive here, but now it's going to be a little bit too much barrel as arrived here. The Magnet Storm's going to lock them up here. Fudge going to be caught in between too many of them, and here comes the Showstopper. Blabber going to have to Fudge to flash away from that, and Sven as well. And now DK, here comes the break open, here comes the opportunity, and Cloud9 saw a play, did not realize Canyon was in that brush, and now here comes Baron for DK at 2.5 minutes old. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look for this. They jump all four of them jump on up. They get caught here. Supreme Display of Talent does lock him up, but Canyon actually able to survive this entire situation here. He's not as squishy as he used to be here, and the Magnet Storm catching out Fudge and Vulcan, just locking them away and preventing them from being able to get away. And Perk's already so low from how that fight started, not able to stick around. And just so much damage, I think, was put out by Khan before that fight even really got underway. Like, from the teleport until basically Barrel arrived, there's huge amounts of damage put out by Canyon and Khan. So this is now like getting more and more doomed for C9. Here comes Showmaker. Golkar's going to connect onto Vulcan. They're going to have to just leave him to die. There's not much else he can really do. He's going to try to engage onto Canyon, but the man's dead. The map play from DK is crisp, is clean, is doing wonders for them. And the hopes for C9 looks like they're about to go 0-3 here on day 3 of groups. No, they gotta collect the dragon on the way back. Inhibitor going down here. Yep, minion wave acquired. Canyon's going to pick up their third Drake, going to get themselves one step closer to that Ocean Soul. So 29 minutes might be when this game ends. But I wouldn't be surprised if Damonkia keep their pacing up and keep themselves spread apart. And C9 also with a high opportunity to make an overplay. Yeah, it's just about this area. Like, they've got like a small defensive line here. So the encroachment into their jungle is real, and it's happening now. Khan's gonna start taking away all this vision. He's got one little ward that was missed by DK. But DK still with Baron buff, 20 seconds on. They're gonna probably get this turret, maybe get the inhib turret. They've got the money slap. They've got 8 grand, 9 grand nearly over C9 right now. So a money slap is available. Little stun there by Blabber. Not going to get too much done. Yeah, no. Like, it's a viable solution to actually try to do that, but they need to actually over-index, and they need to do it fast, and they need to do it probably ideally even on Showmaker. The stopwatch would actually be a big delay, but or the hourglass, but it's the ability for Khan or Showmaker to join that fight quite quickly is pretty high up there. And we're back to fighting for vision wards. Minute till Baron comes up. So this is going to be the timing here. To get vision down, get vision contested for. Now here comes 1, 2, 3. control wards in the pockets of Damwon to keep taking over this. What are we at here? For like 3.5k gold lead for Khan topside. It's just so bad. Oh, it's so bad. He's almost about to flame Horizon Fudge too. It feels so weird and so dumb that you say this Jax for like last pick, and there's just not a lot of priority put into him. Oh, Perk's about to get caught out here. He's going to not go golden. He's going to save his stopwatch, save his hourglass, and here comes the Magnet Storm here. Great engage here coming out here. Bullet Time's going to come through as well. He's going to get barreled down super low here. Now here comes the curtain call here. Sven still holding his ground here. Vulcan's actually flashing in a unique direction to actually save himself, and he's going to be able to get himself out of this. He's going to get caught by a Jhin. Now Fudge in the middle of it, brawling himself out here, but that's going to be just the support killed. Yeah, Barrel's had great engages for this. Yeah, the only clear standout is like Khan, but that's just on a CS level. There's been no hard carry. It's just been clear, concise movements, clear, concise map play, not getting too overeager, not overextending anywhere. And now second Baron secured for Damwon. And this is going to be where they close it out. They're going to get mid prio here. C9 trying to get some control around this Drake here to prevent the soul. But there's not too much else it can do here. Fudge trying to get this backline access. Trying to get this little flank off here. Perks is teleported in here, but the C9 still not grouped up well. Vulcan's going to actually path a little bit dangerously. Showmaker's going to miss the engager. They're going to be able to stun up onto Perks here. He's going to go golden here. Now Fudge trying to actually zone out for him. The gold card's going to connect on him. But now there's a misfocus here from DK, and now flashbacks from C9. They're going to try to get on the run here, but DK are in hot pursuit here, and the peel keeps coming through here. Perks trying to actually realm warp them into a further back here. Sven's going to get caught out here. He's going to get chased down here by a ghost, and now Fudge is going to stand alone. He's going to go back in here, just going to actually have the counter strike here. Almost gets to catch on to Ghost, but here comes the gold card from Showmaker. He's going to get locked down, knocked out. Blabber is still alive here. He's going to get spotted here by the Scryer's Bloom, so there's not much else that C9 can do here. This soul is going to be secured. Blabber's is going to back off. Ocean Soul secured at 30 minutes. Baron is up for another minute and 45 here. DK did not lose enough in that fight with C9 to lose any chances of really taking this map here. ADC and top lane are still dead on the side of C9. They cannot defend this inhib against 5. And they're going to re-clear out, I believe, mid and bot side inhib. They just need the wave. Ooh, there's going to be a catch here, actually. Khan going to try to get caught out here. Bullet Time's going to come through with a supreme display of talent. They go together, but that is just not going to get it done here. Fudge going to try to chase him down as well, but he's still like an item down. He's half health. Khan with so much sustain on this build as well. Shield bow into Bloodthirster. There's just not much of a chance here. I thought the Jax was going to be able to pull it out later game. We are in the later game right now. It's 31 minutes in, and there's just not enough was put into this Jax, not enough put into Fudge, and too much gathered elsewhere by DK and Khan. Here's going to be a last second engage here from Vulcan. Not much else to really go through. Crescent Guard's going to come out. Can't really hurt Canyon unless you're inside that bubble. Fudge playing retreat. Blabber is gone down. Curtain call is going to come out, and that is the call. Curtains for Cloud9 here on day 3 against Damwon. Not able to get it done. Not able to pull it out. And Damwon continue their undefeated streak here in the group stage of Worlds 2021.